Well, we are at the North County Corporation's yard, site of the county's first data-only radio tower, built by MSA Network staff back in 2002. This is a really cool tower because, not just because it sits on top of a building, but because it is the first significant new infrastructure that was built specifically to backhaul county data traffic. It was built at a cost of about $96,000, which is completely amazing based on the fact that the radio shop promised us that it would cost at least $500,000. $96,000, it should be noted, included both sets of radios required to build 45 meg dedicated links, one back to Branch Center and one to downtown data center. Should be noted that the unlicensed link that went to the downtown data center went 11.5 miles over a very crowded and noisy statistical metropolitan area and generated 7 arid seconds in its first 10 years of operation. The reason we put this antenna up on top of the building was because this is an operational facility and it quite frequently has loaders and forklifts and other heavy equipment driving around, so we couldn't put another tower on the ground, not to mention the fact that we couldn't afford to build another freestanding tower because those things are really expensive. What's really neat about this tower structurally is that it's guyed completely from the building itself, like it's built on top of this canopy beam, the 2 really big deep I-beams. And so I came up with the idea of building this radio tower on top of the canopy beam, but the structural engineer said that the canopy beam couldn't support the tower in compression, so we needed to build the 2 I-beams across to bolt the whole mess together so that it can provide enough strength. The other thing that we're going to do today is we're going to demo our brand new drone's capabilities to do line of sight testing, which is really cool because it's got awesome video quality. And one of the really cool things about the drone and its capturing a video in flight is that there's really no substitution for getting eyes on something. Something that, you know, if you've ever done a line of sight test, that a telescope is completely useless in Sacramento in the summertime because the heat waves are so significant that it distorts almost everything. And so what you wind up with when you think you've got a good picture of what's available is just a good guess. And it's not okay to build a wireless path based on what you think is a good guess. One of the things we do as geeks is we say we did or we built when we talk about technical solutions, when in reality what has happened is we hired a contractor to solve a problem or to build something for us. At DTEC, when we talk about our radio program, we're talking about something we actually do. We climb the towers, we do the work, we do the builds, we do the antennas, we do the troubleshooting. This is something we've kept in-house because it gives our clients some really cool flexibility with respect to lead times, and it gives us granular control over support. So we're not dependent on, you know, how quickly somebody else can get out there to resolve a problem for us. We can take care of it ourselves, which We're really big proponents of self-rule like that. And we have found that it gives our customers a greater level of confidence, as well as giving us a greater level of confidence in our own capabilities, which is a good thing. So the other point that we're going to make with the versatility of the drone will be obvious after watching this climb, and that is that climbing a tower annually to perform QA, or just to go up and do basic QA, is, while not painful, pretty time consuming. It's a good exercise. You definitely want to keep comfortable doing it, but you don't want to do it any more than you have to, because it's just not cost effective or in any way an economical solution to just getting eyes on it. Where with a drone, if all you need is eyes on something, you can fly the drone up there for it. Now what we're going to do today is, looking out in that direction is the county's North Collection Facility, which is the site of a DS3. So out in that direction is the county's solid waste facility, or as they like to refer to it, North Collections. We've launched our drone from North Collections, and we're flying en route to verify path clearance back here to North Corp. The staff launched drone, which was launched when I began this video, should be approaching us and should be visible. One of the other things we can do with a drone, we're supposed to check these annually to make sure that the torque rings or the torque nuts are still protecting these bolts. It's something that we typically would hire an outside contractor to do, but we do it with county staff, saving additional money. What we used to do, one of the reasons why the drone is such an excellent device is that in order to do a line of sight in the past, what we would do is we would hire a bucket truck or a crane at the cost of about $1,200 a day, and we'd go out to the site where we proposed to connect, and we would go up, dropping a measuring tape, to determine how high we needed to get above obstacles to create Fresnel zone clearance sufficient to support the link. That was expensive, and it involved lead times, and it reduced our functionality with respect to getting things done on time. So we, by purchasing this $2,000 drone, we're able to go out to the site where we're proposing establishment of a new link, and elevating the drone up to a point where it has sufficient clearance to see the other end of the proposed link, and then flying the drone along the path to verify that what we saw is in fact accurate. The savings being an immediate savings of $1,200, but the value of being able to fly the path is really, it's just invaluable, because you can have structures, little TV antennas and things that you can't see in a heat distorted view that are online and can be causing any number of different types of interference to your link. So it's super valuable to be able to have eyes on for the entirety of the link. So really, I mean, when you think about it that way, the savings of, you know, a few $100 or $1,200 for the purpose of proofing the path is insignificant compared to the value that you generate by having proved that that path is unique and clear.